trying. Okay. Can you hear me, Patty?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yes. I was like,
Okay.
it's all silent.
Oh, yeah, my power was off and my internet, but it just came on.
Okay. Yeah, well, I had to switch computers, so I have 3 computers sitting on the whole. I'm a mess. But we got it.
So I'm just muting myself now then.
Okay,
guess.
me too. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I just started to hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so can you help me? They are saying that when you click on the URL, it tries to launch it as a Zoom meeting.
It does. I had to go through all the steps. You got to put your email address in.
Right. That's what I told them because that's the only way it recognizes you're a panelist.
Yes. That's my phone going crazy. Sorry. Oh, that's everybody.
Yes,
It looks like Patty's with us.
she is. But Cheryl's having a hard time and Brad's having a hard time. And how
And
come
I got to change this angle.
can you see my screen okay?
I see you and down in the bottom, and then I see yeah, there you go. Now it's big.
Now that's too big.
That's pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, that's good right there.
Okay. I just have to figure out how to get my Zoom. We don't need that up. Here we go.
Here, I'll be right back.
I don't know what to tell Cheryl.
What's she having trouble with?
She's saying,
The same thing that the link?
yeah,
You just have to put your name and your email address in again and register.
hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Ron.
Hello,
Nice to see you.
thank you. Nice to see you.
The wind's blowing.
Yes. It wasn't blowing in the buttermilks earlier, though. I was up there all day.
Oh, really?
I just got down from Mammoth, and there wasn't even a breath of wind up there. It was beautiful all day.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys. Give me just a second. Dan can't get in either. He's having a hard time. I'm not sure. I'm not
No,
sure.
you're
why.
fine.
Well, we did just fine.
Yeah, we all got lucky. It's different than the last time we had our meeting, but that's fine.
You work in Mammoth?
I do. I work for Caltrans. I'm a lead worker at McGee Creek right there past Crowley Lake.
Okay.
I've been up there about 4 or 5 years now. Yeah, it was really nice up there today. Actually, like t-shirt weather, to be honest with you.
Amazing.
Yeah. Patty, how's Jim doing?
He's doing great. He's taken up my hobby of shed hunting.
Oh, nice. Have you guys been going out?
Yeah, so he's health-wise, he's doing really good. All the hiking and stuff is really
Good.
good.
Are you
Yeah,
guys having any luck?
yeah, Yeah, it's, I go out a lot with my girlfriend. I mean, 3 or 4 times a week. So,
Oh, good.
yeah, it's really super good exercise and keeps your, mind clean, fresh, away from everything. And
Yep. We
yeah.
haven't gone out yet this year.
Oh, so yeah, he's doing really good health wise.
Good.
Got some like carpal tunnel. He's got to get checked out
Yeah.
in a couple weeks, but um, yeah, he's doing great. And I just got my COVID shot today, so and he got his on Sunday.
Good. Yeah,
So,
I'm on the actual, we were on a list up there, and I was having problems getting through down here to get on it. So Mono County said they would do it because we spend most of our time up there. But I'm going to be out. We're going on a vacation in March. And so we were supposed to get shots yesterday, but I'm going to be gone when I would have to get the second one.
right, yeah.
So I'll wait till I get back. My mom and dad got theirs though.
So did my mom and dad, yeah. So
Yeah, good.
we're all everybody's doing really well. The babies, everybody's doing great.
Yeah.
Thankful
Good.
for that.
Yep.
I'm happy. So, and you have a grandbaby soon, yeah? Or when?
We have one coming. Yes, May 7th, I think.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
David's first biological. So yeah, we're real excited.
it is exciting.
Yeah. It's funny because the sting's kind of not there because we had Brody and Alexis
Mhm.
from Zoe had kids before David. And so those little guys have been calling me Papa for a long time. So, but
Yeah.
it's different. It's still different. Like Zoe said, she goes, you wait, it'll be different.
Well, I have 4 granddaughters now, and each
Yeah.
time, the little baby's born. No, they're just so awesome and so fun.
Yeah.
Cuddly, and so yeah, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
You must have gotten married when you were 10.
Patty did. That's why she looks, 45.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. Uh-huh. But yeah, Jim loves his granddaughters. Boy, they love their papa too. So
That's awesome.
the more the merrier. They're a lot of fun. Oh, there goes my phone.
Hey, Ron, if you want to mute, how do you mute? You just touch the screen? You're muted now.
You go to the upper right-hand corner of your picture and you can
Oh,
mute or
there.
unmute there.
Got it.
Or you go all the way down to the left-hand corner of the whole screen. And there's a mute and unmute option there.
I see the mute up top when I touch it there. Are you from out of the area, Ron?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How's the winter treating you so far?
Well, it's easier than where I came from.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
I came from Heber City, Utah.
Oh, nice.
They've been getting a lot of snow and temperatures are colder there.
Yeah. My son and I go over near Enterprise in Cedar City to go deer hunting
Oh, do
when
you?
we're lucky enough to draw a tag.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's interesting that people are having problems when we got in so easily.
Yeah, I feel lucky. Not my
Well-
strong point.
I kind of did. My internet was out and it just came back on like 5 minutes before I got on.
Wow.
Yeah, my internet was out and then my phone wouldn't let me in either. So, but I usually try to start a half hour early to allow for all these technical problems. Can you see my lamp over there, Johnny?
Yes. Are those your sheds you made?
Well, my family made that for me for Christmas this year.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Fun.
Nice surprise. I'll turn it on and since yeah, a lot of hours hiking there.
Yeah. We try to get out and it seems like we're only able to get out, 3 or 4 times a season. And if we're lucky enough to find 1 or 2, I'm really happy,
Yeah.
Okay, I sent them another link. I don't know why they're having problems either. Dan says it's telling him he's a panelist and then it's kicking him out. So I sent them a link as an attendee and hopefully that will help them get in and then I can give them permission to speak.
There you go.
Attendees, so who is 9376888? Is that Cheryl?
I don't know. I can look here real quick on my contacts.
Okay. Cheryl, are you there?
I don't have her in my contacts. That's weird. She says she can hear you, but she goes, I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
She needs to unmute. I asked her to unmute and nothing's happening. Brad,
Hi
we have
there.
Brad.
Hey, finally,
Hey,
that same screen or that wasn't what was popping up before. So I'm glad you resent that.
so it's crazy because Ron, John and Patty are in.
That is weird, really weird. Yeah, it kept trying to load it up as a Zoom and asking if we were attendees. So I said, yeah, I'm an attendee. And then it just kept recycling.
It's because it's got you as a panelist.
Yeah, and that's what I listed myself as a panelist. But when you resent that other one, then it went right in. So that worked great. Thank you.
Okay, so Cheryl, can you hear us now? And we're just waiting for Lisa.
Technology is great, isn't it?
Okay, there's Dan. Dan, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yay, okay, so how do you unmute yourself so Cheryl can hear you because we can't hear her?
I have no idea.
Well, what did you didn't have to unmute yourself?
That just asked me to unmute myself.
Is she on a phone?
Lisa said she is on, but I don't show her listed.
Who's 6888?
That's Cheryl.
Whoever that is needs to, she needs to unmute.
Lisa needs to unmute.
I don't even show Lisa in the queue.
Lisa is 937-6888.
Okay, so then who is Cheryl? Let's see. 688 is Lisa. Okay, Lisa, you need to unmute. And Cheryl said she could hear us?
I don't think Cheryl's on.
I don't see her on either.
I don't, for some reason Cheryl's phone number isn't, I'm trying, but nothing happened, is Lisa.
Okay. Let me see. We'll get Cheryl on and then I'll call Lisa so that she can watch on her phone and then hopefully attend through my phone. There's Cheryl.
Cheryl joined.
And she got on as a panelist. Cheryl, can you hear us?
Her audio's still connecting.
I can't
Lisa
even-
just texted and she said she will just listen along.
Okay. Well, I can call her and she can be on mine. I don't even see Cheryl in my queue. In my picture, my videos.
Cheryl's on now.
Yeah, she's
How-
on here. She just gotta come back. I had to set her up on her laptop.
Okay,
She'll be back.
okay,
Carrie,
thank you. Yes, sir.
why don't we take the agenda off until we need it for each item or something so that everybody can show up?
Okay,
Yeah, I have Carrie and Ron and Patty. That's all I have. There's Ron.
There we go.
there's Cheryl.
I'm here.
Lisa.
Pardon
Good.
me. There we go. What a nightmare.
Perfect.
I don't know why
We
it
need to
was-
meet in person.
Okay. So, Lisa, I'm calling you on my phone.
Ron, I'll see you tomorrow at Amigos.
Oh, great.
I was there
Thursday.
today and that wind came up and we were sitting on the patio. Oh my God, it was awful. We just picked up our food and ran.
Yeah, I sat on the patio yesterday and it was great.
Yeah, who knows?
Hello,
Hi, okay, I have Lisa on speakerphone. Can you all hear her okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
can you hear my booming voice? I don't know, I'm on the system, I could hear everybody talking. But I kept hitting, it would not unmute me.
Oh, I don't know why it's
We
Thank
can
you.
hear you.
giving me problems. So,
We can hear you very well.
Thank you for being patient.
okay. So now let me get some things going here so that we can.
I don't know what's happened now.
Share screen. It's not the one I want. This one.
there's Brad.
All right. See that all okay?
Yeah,
All right, so now, where did my,
What do you mean? What did you do?
It's this, but thank you.
sorry, my screen just changed around here and I have to find my. All right, so we're going live on YouTube. Okay.
Joe.
Okay, we can go ahead and get started. Let me turn on the mic. And Brad, we are good to go.
All right, today is Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. It is 5:31. And I'd like to call the City of Bishop Parks and Recreation Commission meeting. Like to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Did you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
I guess we don't have, pardon?
Begin.
But
I pledge
pledge
allegiance
allegiance
To
to
the
the
flag
flag
flag of the
of
United
States of America,
To the republic.
to the
Republic,
for which it
under
stands,
God,
stands
indivisible,
one
one
nation,
nation,
liberty and justice for
under
all.
God,
Yeah, justice for all.
liberty and justice for all. Good. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ballant,
Here.
Commissioner Manuelito,
Here,
Commissioner Underhill,
here,
Commissioner Cummings,
Here,
Commissioner Weatherford,
Here.
and let me scroll this down. Sorry, you guys.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay,
So now we'd like to do an approval of the minutes. Does anybody have any questions or concerns about the minutes? And if not, can we have a first and a second, please?
I make a motion, we accept them as written.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Do we have any public comment at all at this time?
check emails.
Do we have any correspondence to review?
No, public comment, no correspondence.
Okay, thank you. Old business, anything that needs to be discussed at this time or anything anybody would like to bring up?
I'm good.
Brad,
Thank you. And then
Brad?
under yes,
I don't think there was a vote on approval of the minutes. I think there were motions, but
okay, thank you very much. So can we get a vote on approving the minutes?
aye.
Aye,
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
Thanks, Ron. I appreciate that. So we have no public comment or correspondence at this time.
no,
No old business. How about new business? Any, I see that we have Sunrise rent schedule. Who is,
Dan, do you want me to speak on this or would you like to?
Why don't you go ahead, Carrie, and I'll have your back if you need anything.
Okay. So we just wanted to let you guys know and kind of keep you in the loop, over the last few years, Sunrise has not had any increases. I believe the last one was 2016. And that was for approval to $250 for all the current tenants that were in there. The first one was done in 2015, and that was for all incoming tenants to be raised up to $300 a month. So when we did that years ago, the intent was to continue to move forward each year for the current tenants until everybody was up to $300 a month. However, with all of the transitions in city administrators, that just kind of got pushed to the side. It wasn't a priority at the time. And with all of the budget issues that we've been looking at, and the need for a lot of different projects to be taken care of in Sunrise, we decided to reevaluate where we were and come up with a proposal for council. So we went to council in January, and they did approve a rent schedule increase that falls within the code that we have to follow for low income rental increases for landlords, which does allow us, I believe, is 7.2% that we could increase. We are only increasing them 6%. So each year for the next 4 years, they will be increased $15 a month. So they'll go from $250 to $265 starting this July 1st, and every July 1st after that till everyone is up to that $300 mark. And that will help to offset some of our budget issues, and hopefully put some funds in the coffers so that we can work on our priority projects. One of the things that we still really want to get done in there is the street project with the irrigation and water, I don't want to say repairs, but upgrades that have been needed for the last 10 or 15 years. It's just been such a cost that we weren't able to get there. We didn't have any pushback really from any of the tenants. I had one who was concerned, but kind of had a feeling it was coming. Nobody had any public comment to go to council. They're all very grateful to be able to be in there, and they understand that we have to do what we have to do in order to maintain the park and keep it safe for them.
How many tenants?
We have 41 tenants.
Any vacancies?
We have one upcoming vacancy and one current vacancy that is not a city-owned unit.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have any questions? Okay, let's move on to staff reports. Do we have a facilities update?
Good evening, Commission. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
So just give you guys kind of a brief update. I could go on and on over what we've done over the last couple months, but I'll just kind of keep you current with what we have going on right now. Of course, you guys know that high school baseball and softball are back in swing, so to speak. We're also looking at Little League having a semi-normal schedule. With that, we also have had a request from AYSO to basically have their season kind of at the same time. Typically they have a spring soccer, which is limited in numbers of kids, but we're looking at a large influx in use of the city park. So Carrie and myself have been working on scheduling details to get everybody the facilities that they need, and just getting everybody on the same page with COVID-19 as far as regulations are concerned, and just making sure basically that everybody has enough space to operate, and that there's no overlaps in usage, which is always can create conflict. So we're just trying to help everyone out the best that we can, because everybody wants to get started at once. So just looking at the park is going to be very busy over the next couple of months. And then as we get to some kind of normalcy, I believe it'll be even busier. As you guys know, we've Public Works completed the Spruce Hamby sidewalks project. We still continue to do some work back there as far as rough grading and getting everything in place. I'm working with Destin Deshawn from Public Works on the remainder of the grant funding for that to see if we can get the sod and sprinklers put in the strip lawns back there. We all know that Bishop grows great amounts of weeds. The weeds are going to be coming, so it behooves us to make sure that stuff is mowable, maintainable, and to keep it clean, even if we don't get sod. But there's also a lot of bare banks and everything else that are going to grow weeds as well. We took that opportunity to do a cleanup in the rear field back there, get all the brush, tree branches, pieces of metal, everything that we could find out there to make it easy on the Public Works crew when they come through with a brush mower to mow it. So it doesn't, it doesn't take too long. So we've been working on that. We're also been working a lot of tree work at City Hall, Waylon and Sam. If you've driven by City Hall through the corridor in the back of it, in the back street back there is looking phenomenal. They've got all the trees cleaned up and detailed and looking good. They've also been able to do some building work within the police department, converting lights and everything to LED, and just some great general maintenance at City Hall and keeping everything up and running and ready for spring, as well as Warren Street. For the city park, we've begun tree work this week. I've been kind of planning it over the last couple of weeks, but just getting going, not only in the city park, but at Sunrise Mobile Home Park. As we gear up for our season at the city park pool, is just looking, we're basically going to have a normal season at the Bishop City Pool. So we are in the process of hiring staff, as well as creating new job descriptions, as COVID has not allowed us to do everything that we want to do. So we're kind of reinventing some of the stuff to fall, if we need to fall back on. The reason why is Brittany Rossi is our trainer for lifeguards. And she was lucky to be able to find classes this year. But otherwise her license was not going to renew and she was not going to be able to train new staff. So we created a secondary job position to fill that job of teaching swim lessons. But with that being said, she has a class and that position may not be necessary, but it is a stepping stone position that we can use for the city park pool. Next up is just purchases. If you guys saw, City Council has approved our mid-year budget. We know exactly where we are with our finances at this time. So we're moving forward with our normal purchases for the season, such as fertilizer, pesticides, as well as getting some equipment serviced and just basically getting ready for the season. New bases, Brad, for the softball and baseball fields. So just get stuff ordered that we need. And next up is just doing some trainings. We will have CPR training in the next couple of weeks. And Carrie also set us up for a webinar through JPIA to do a training for Parks and Recreation. And it's limited to very few people, but I'm sure if there's something on there, maybe Carrie could send you guys a link. And I don't know how that would work, but if you guys are interested, we could possibly send you a link and get you guys some information on that as well.
I think what I can do is actually send the schedule,
Yes.
and then we can figure out from there how to link them in. There's only, I mean, for the most part, there's just me in the room. But we could have more than one person in the conference room if more than one of you want to go to the same session, or I can figure out how to use another computer, maybe to Zoom you guys in, or see if there's another way to connect in. So
anyway,
I'll send you that schedule first, and then you guys can let me know and we'll work that out.
Yeah,
Thank
I was
you.
just thinking it was a good idea and a good tool if our Parks and Rec Commission wanted to take a peek at maybe a couple of those classes that are gonna happen. It's all good knowledge and it's good information. So, and that's really kind of, I'll wrap it up. So that's really kind of all I have, is just getting ready for summer. I've been doing a lot of preparation with our programming staff, with Waylon, Brittany, Carrie, myself, looking at potential new programs, as well as just bringing all of our programs back up and online as we get going. So we've been very busy. So, and it's going to get even busier. So now's the time to plan. So that's all I have, unless you guys have any questions or comments for me.
Very good. Thanks, Dan. I know you guys have a great crew and they do a great job out there, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, the
Anybody
park
have any
looks
questions?
great.
Well, hopefully it'll look even better when we get the water and everything turned back on, you know, kind of get out of the doldrums of winter here and really kind of ramp up for spring. I know all of our staff is anxious and ready to get back to doing what we love, and I will pass that on to them, Brad. Thank you. They appreciate it. So.
Thank you. Okay, do we have any program updates?
Well, I mean, right now, all we've got is the after-school program. It's going full force. It's still full. We have calls every day for families that are looking to see if there's any more room. Kind is full now at 13. Again, we're getting phone calls. People want to know if there's any more room. Everything so far is working out, you know, pretty well. Brittany's got a good smooth program going on there, and they have the distance learning down to a science. And when the school is not available, they still come over to the auditorium. Right now, they're splitting up on their groups on Fridays. So half of them will come to the auditorium in the mornings, and the other half is at the school. As it starts to warm up, Brittany's expecting that they'll be able to get out more and do some more of the field trips at the areas that are open. Most recently, she was able to schedule a private movie theater field trip, and that was a good way for the city to support Holly at the movie theater and give the kids an experience that they can't have right now. So that worked out really well for her, and kind continues to enjoy their nature walks. They've been spending a lot of time at the canal fishing and checking out all of the crawfish. CJ just really does a great job with that program, and I'm hoping that he sticks with us for a while. He's done a great job with that. We also were given the approval to do a gymnastics therapy session. It's a one-on-one with a child that needs it for medical purposes. And so we're hoping to get that opened back up. And just like Dan said, just starting to look at where we need to be in the case that everything starts to open up, so that we are prepared. Gymnastics will probably be on a week-to-week basis, being that it's indoors, so that we can, make sure that we're not having to do a lot of refunds on that. Just trying to get things back to where they need to be with as much reason as possible under the regulations that we have to follow.
And then I know Waylon is working on getting his softball schedules in the next couple weeks and putting out registration as well. So we're always working with the county to make sure that we're following the guidelines and to make sure that our users are going to do the same. So
Is that what's limiting the after-school program to 13? Is the COVID type spacing and regulations?
The after-school program actually has, I believe, 28. The KIND program only has 13. The
Okay.
program was intentionally set to be at a smaller amount in order to allow the kids to create closer bonds and trust each other, and they learn how to do a lot in the outdoors. And so that's part of the philosophy with that program, is to keep it small. But Brittany's is actually under its regular size, and yes, it's because she's got to break them up into cohorts.
Very good. Thanks, Carrie. I really appreciate it. Anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay, on to the next. Do we have any new business items from the commissioners?
Nope.
I got a question for Dan.
Shoot, John.
Hey, Dan, how's all your equipment coming? Do we need to plan for anything that's coming up? Mowers are good and all that good stuff. I know they are, but do we need to get a 5-year plan on equipment or anything? So we're not surprised in the future?
You know, that was one thing I've been working on, is a capital equipment replacement. Unfortunately, this year with COVID, our budgets were hit so incredibly hard
Right.
that our capital was basically taken out. So right now, what we have is I have our oldest unit is up for replacement. And that will be within the next probably 2 years. So right now, what I've been doing is sending them back to the manufacturer and he comes and picks them up for free, and he takes them back to their shop, and he does a full rundown through the hydraulics, everything else. As you know, the hydraulics are very expensive, upwards of $10,000 if we break something. So he's taking them back. He's got one done, and he's going to be here on Sunday and to pick up the next one, and it'll go away for a couple weeks and then come back and at least keep us good through the summer.
Good.
As you know, that Toro was, if you guys remember, it was bought as a used piece of equipment, a certified used.
Right.
The cost of a new piece of equipment like that is they're upwards to $35,000 to $38,000 nowadays. So what we can do is, when we go through and we start looking at another piece of equipment, is it just takes a lot of researches to find that good piece of equipment off of a lease agreement.
Right.
And we can save a lot of money. I mean, we've put, over probably 4,000 hours on that piece of equipment, and we've never had an issue with it.
Right.
I mean, than small things. So I think that's the way to go in the future. But it helps with the budget as well. And but yes, it's something that we have to look into for all of our equipment. I know the entire city's working on it. It's basically a capital equipment replacement, over time, with the a limitation of hours used on piece of equipment or mileage. It's hard to do mileage on a mower, but it's it's all with hours used. So sorry to ramble on. I hope that answers your question as vaguely as
It's perfect. I knew we were doing that program. I figured you'd be able to catch everybody else up, even the new commissioners on that. So good deal. Thank you.
And I
Thanks.
forgot to mention high school tennis is starting on March 1st, Patty.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. John, do you have anything else?
No, sir.
Cheryl?
What's going on with the grants and stuff for the stadium type lighting and things?
Sorry, Cheryl. I actually had a note on my notes here to mention that to you guys. So right now, Little League is working, still trying to get the MLB grant. Right now, everything's shut down because of COVID, so they haven't done anything. They also have just now got their board in place, their new board. So it's going to be a little bit until they kind of get back and going. I forgot to mention to you guys about the playground grant. our per capita Prop 68 grant is Carrie, and Carrie has done a great job. She's got all the paperwork, everything in. Right now, we're just waiting for a check for $178,000 and some change to basically put that money back into the general fund. So.
Very good. Thank you. Patty, do you have anything?
No, everything looks great at the park. I've been there pretty much every day. It looks wonderful.
Thank you. Lisa, how about you?
No, I'm kind of like Patty. I was driving through the park all the time when it was getting renovated, and it just looks really nice. So I just wanted to say thank you for all the hard work down there. But other than that, I'm good right now.
Very good. Thank you. Yeah, the park is looking good down there. So with that, we'll, is there anything else that we need to discuss? All right, we'll adjourn this meeting today. Our next meeting is scheduled for March 25th at 5:15. And we'll plan on seeing you all there.
Right. Thank you.
Carrie, I won't be able,
Thank you.
Carrie, I won't be at that meeting. I will be gone. But
Okay,
that's fine if you guys have enough for your quorum.
okay, I'll make a note of that. Thank you, John.
Okay. All righty. Thanks. Bye, everybody.
All right,
Hopefully
thank
next
you.
time we
Thanks, you
don't have
guys.
so many technical problems, huh?
We'll figure it out.
I know. We got through it.